Was everybody able to participate?
Yes. Yep. Everybody ready to go tomorrow.
Okay. Just as you were able to look back and kind of get a feel, I know post-game you said you liked that closing lineup with Chris and Jay, and that might be varied as it goes. But as you were to look back at it, what did you maybe like specifically about seeing, particularly Chris for the first time in that closing unit?
I think just on both sides of the ball, you have a lot of veteran experience. Even with Jay out there, his size, his three-point shooting capabilities also, and just high IQ player. I think, you win with smart guys, smart and tough guys, and that's as tough as it gets with those five guys in the lineup at the end of the game. So, and also I thought in the second half we got more physical, more aggressive on the boards. We gave up 14 offensive rebounds in the first half and only 2 in the second half. So, that was the game right there. And I thought we made a conscious effort on the glass, but I thought everyone contributed in that second half. And I do like that lineup. It gives us a lot of versatility defensively. We can guard multiple positions. And, again, Brooke was great last night protecting the paint.
Along those lines, do you foresee a scenario, I guess, where maybe it's not drop full game, but are you able to kind of work that kind of in depending on the rotation and who you're playing, or is that a defense where that needs to kind of start in a way because there's a rhythm and a communication to it? Like, how do you feel you might be able to work a drop into what you're also trying to do?
I think I always say you have to be good at everything, a lot of different things, and there will be times where we may have to bring our bigs up, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Brooke. We're versatile. We can explore with different matchups and lineups. We can put Giannis on the fives and come up and with our bigs higher, and so we can move. We have the pieces to move them around. So, but I think Brooke protecting the paint has been really good for us. I know it's short. Just a short amount of data right now, but he's great. He's been great in the past, I should say. But I don't want to give away too much, but there's a lot of different things that we can do with our lineup.
Well, speaking of using your bigs, Bobby, even in the past has been very good at blitzing, as being a big who can get up and move. And he'll even admit, he's like, I'm not Brooke. Like, I'm not a shot blocker in that way. What have you seen from Bobby, I guess, when you've had to ask him to move out and blitz and be that high man, or at least be more involved?
He's been terrific. He's doing everything we ask him to do. I think I have to find a way to keep him on the floor a little bit more, increase his minutes, because he's doing such a phenomenal job. He's up denying and getting deflections and steals, putting a lot of pressure on opposing bigs and putting them under duress, and that's what we want. And he has to he moves well enough to get up there and be higher in pick and rolls and more aggressive in pick and rolls. And again, we were flexible there. We could move him around as well. But I think overall, just finding him some more minutes, I think, would be beneficial for our group.
I know you mentioned Marjan a little bit post-game, but I guess in a broader sense, he's one of the few guys you've had for a long time now, going back to Summer League, right? And we've seen his offense kind of change a little bit in that summer, in the preseason. Now that he's in rotation with the rest of the group, it feels like he's far more confident in what he's doing offensively, like knowing where he's supposed to be, and sort of trusting that the guys are going to find out. How have you seen him kind of develop that? Because I think even in the first couple preseason games that Giannis and Dame played, you'd see like a double clutch, or you'd see a little bit of a hesitation, whereas now it just seems very smooth and natural.
Well, I think, 1 year in the NBA does wonders. It's tough early on. You're trying to figure out your individual game, and then you're trying to figure out how to play with, 4 other players on the court. And when you add on, Dame and Giannis, it adds another layer. as far as how do I assert myself, how do I impact the game within the parameters, and he's figuring that out. He's very versatile. I thought, the biggest play of the game to me is when not just the 2 3-point shots that he made, but that in the second half when he crashed the offensive glass and kicked it out to Jay for a corner three. Those are huge. When you're coming off the bench, your job is to outplay their bench. You want to outplay the guy that you're lined up against, next to, or in front of. And I thought he did that. And I was a role player. I came off the bench, and you're just trying to win your individual battle, and that's how you help the team. And I thought he did a tremendous job of that the other night.